Pardon the lack of a hat, y'all. Ladies and gentlemen, my name is William Robert, Real American. And today, I'm joined by my good friend, Samuel Vincent. How you doing today, Samuel?
William, I'm doing fantastic. Thank you for coming back on the show.
I appreciate that, son. It's good to be missed. Means a lot to me to know that I mean something to some folks.
Well, I think we gotta talk to Billy Bob, our tech, on this because we're not getting desktop audio.
Oh, we're not, are we? Well, it's gonna be a problem. Let's see here. Desktop audio.
Or at least my Discord.
Oh yeah, well that's gonna be a quick fix. Hang on just a second, son. I'll fix it. I'm pretty good at this here technical stuff, actually. I think I just gotta press a button or two. Alright, why don't you go ahead and say something there, son?
Something there, son.
Something there, son, indeed. You should be coming through loud and clear. Maybe even louder than me.
Okay. Yep. I heard myself. Okay.
Yep. I'm gonna have to turn you down a little bit there, though, Sam, because you're coming in louder than old William is.
I've been told my voice carries.
Yes, it does. Alright. There's one more thing I gotta do, since I'm gonna have to play the game in a less than ideal way, but that's alright. Hang on just a second for me.
Sure thing. Take your time.
How do you do this with Elgato, property, capture. Here we go, direct sound.
Nihilism Bot says Sam is clear, but William is quiet now. Also, hello everyone out there.
Nice landing.
You have some guests approaching
Little
at
bot,
2 o'clock.
Steven, HK, hello.
And you guests
Could I
are
just go
coming
ahead and
through.
ask if everybody can hear the game all right still?
I'll make you
Yes, let us know if you can hear the game.
bingo.
All right, perfect.
Would
Oh,
be
it
wonderful.
seems like they love you so much.
All right. So, Metal Wolf Chaos. I hear this is a fun game made by the Japanese where you get to play as the United States president and you pilot a big old robot-looking fella there and you shoot down aliens coming to invade the United States of America. If that doesn't scream patriotism, I don't know what does. I don't know what we did, the Americans did, to make Japan love us so much, but I appreciate this. I appreciate this because nothing. I feel like they get it, you know. The very concept it makes it sound like they actually understand what America is all about: love,
Yeah.
freedom, giant robots, and guns.
Yep. When we figured we wouldn't want you to miss out on this. Bot says I can hear the game, and also says can't believe Ant didn't set this up for William. Yeah, we have one of William's road techs with him, Billy Bob. Unfortunately, he has a few issues, but we're getting to it. Anyway, so we're on day 23 of the FromSoftware Marathon, and I cannot believe how quickly this is going by. And we're gonna have William Robert do what he does best: share his freedom with the rest of us.
All right, let's go ahead and get started.
All right, let's do it.
Now, I've never played this before. As a matter of fact, I don't think Anthony's ever played this before. Shoot.
I haven't either. I've always been curious, but I've never gotten the chance.
Well, all right. Let's go ahead and get on started here.
Sounds good.
By the end of the first quarter of the 21st
By the
century.
end of the first quarter of the 21st
Oh, I'm
century,
sorry. It's got a voice.
freedom
All right.
was dead in America.
What?
Beginning with a large-scale military coup d'etat that erupted in various cities throughout the nation. The rebels seized power in all the central institutions of government. The entire nation appeared to have fallen completely into the hands of the coup d'etat forces. However, one final hope in opposing the coup d'etat forces remained. This final hope being the U.S. president himself. Michael Wilson, the 47th President of the United States, equipped with a special mobile armored ops suit developed in secret by the military, boldly waged his own personal war alone to take back America's freedom.
Hell yeah! All right, that's what I'm talking about. Wait, now hold on a second. Is he a Republican or a Democrat? Because if he's the 47th president, that means he's going to follow up the imposter
It
president,
looks like a fancy
Sleepy
party's
Joe
about to start.
Kiden. I think it's I forget.
This kind of party is a first for me.
Brandon, that's what we call him.
Mr. President,
Let's see. Tanuki says this stream keeps buffering for me. Ah,
Let's party!
oh, I'm sorry, Tanuki.
Welcome to the White House.
Bot says he's for freedom. And Tanuki says no, he's an American.
outside look really scary, Mr. President. Mr. President, escape via the Eagle Star in the underground base. Now I'll open the entryway to
Take
the
that, you
underground
damn
base.
rebels.
Please give your guests some FaceTime with the Commander-in-Chief.
Tanuki says Repubs and Dems are bullshit in this world. I fly under one flag, and that's true.
Well, as a libertarian,
Tanuki says also it's good now. Oh god. Hey Billy Bob, whenever you get the chance, no rush, but restream it to Discord, would you?
oh yeah, sure. I think I can have
He's a little slow, everyone.
Anthony, get on over here, boy.
Nah, his fault, everyone.
Sorry to keep you waiting, Mr. President.
Nihilism Bot says William is still quiet. Alright, Billy.
Hold on, let me see if there's
listen.
anything I can do about that.
Enter the
Listen, Billy
underground
Bob,
base using
we
the
love you, man,
oversized
but
back door
come on.
here.
We gotta stream it, dude.
Yep.
The enemy are
You're
just
making William Robert look bad. You don't want to make him look bad.
Am I coming in all right now? If I lean into it like this, I should be coming in all right. Sam, how do I sound to you there, son?
You sound great to me.
All right. Well, then I guess it works. I mean, I can turn the game volume down a little bit. That might help a bit. Let me see. Where's the,
Even if they aim at you and fire, they're no
William
match for your
is
special
still
heavy
quiet.
mobile armor.
Oh, that's better. That's fine.
Yep, I think I know what the issue is. I think the mic's a little bit too far away from me. I might need to trying a new setup to make things a little easier. But if it's not conducive to the strain, then we're not gonna. We'll go back to the old way. Besides, it's only 6:18. We got all night, don't we, boys?
Yeehaw, indeed.
Alrighty. So, I've got a little special treat for you. Tonight, during the stream, I'm told that there's this new trend that started in, I think it was in Korea. I read that it started in Korea. And, it's called, Group Bang.
Oh yeah, I've heard of that.
Oh, is that how it's pronounced? I want to make sure I pronounce it right. So it's Bang.
That's how I've always said it.
Well, shit. That makes it sound like it's a bunch of people having sex in the tub. But, alright. I can get behind that, I suppose. Anyway,
Nihilism Bot says if the game is a quiet bullet options, that would probably also. I don't know if FromSoft is that creative.
well, hold on a second. I might actually be able to lower the... Let's see. Options, sound, sound effects.
I'm just imagining like an option for specifically the bullets.
Alright, I just lowered the sound of freedom for you there, son, but it's important that you be able to hear me. There, that ought to help a little bit. The game is quite a bit louder than you guys, yeah. Alright, well, hang on a second. Let me, the whole stream could stand up as long as you get. See, I don't know why it is I was coming so quiet for folks. I'm not a very quiet man.
Sorry, Billy Bob is, you know, he's doing a lot. I'm gonna give him a break, you know. But there we go, says Bob. Good balance now, but the stream overall is quiet.
Well, turn your volume up there, son.
So this is quite a beginning.
Where are all
game.
these soldiers coming from? They just keep coming out. There's no way they can pile that many people in these helicopters.
I'm not just here to bust your balls, says. Oh, we know. We appreciate it. I want to know, like,
Mr. President,
it's at max?
hurry up and
Oh,
head for
okay.
the underground base. This situation looks
You
pretty
dingus.
suspicious.
William Robert, what do you think about the word dingus?
Well, the first thing that comes to mind when I hear the word dingus is liberal. So I'm gonna go ahead and assume it's an insult.
You would be correct.
Mr. President, the Eagle Star is beyond here. Get going before the enemy chases after you. Proceed ahead while destroying anything that stands in your way. Switching over your weapons, depending on the situation, is the main key to fighting. Try out the weapons in your backpack as you like.
Well, that's all fine and dandy, but how do you switch? Oh, good Lord Almighty! That's enough to make old William blush.
Mr. President,
Nuki
there's an
said,
aircraft
I'm dealing
hangar
with all my
beyond this
PC alerts
passageway.
being extra
Now
loud
let's
for this
hurry.
stream in particular.
The
Well, I
aircraft
appreciate
hangar is
it.
behind the barrier.
I would
I'll
do
open
wish
the
I knew how to
barrier now.
make it louder
Please
for you,
wait a
son. I
moment.
just, I don't know.
I'll have
Doesn't,
to, we'll have to talk to Billy Bob in a little bit.
Yeah, we'll have to see what we can do about that. I'm not entirely certain what's wrong there.
Bot says, turn off all your PC alerts. This stream is the most important thing.
Hell yeah, that's what I'm talking about. I like that nihilism bot.
Well, we are talking about
Something
freedom
quite
here,
dangerous
so.
awaits. But with missiles of that caliber, if you aim and fire, you should be able to easily shoot them down.
Well, alright.
Bring it on! All right!
I really don't know how to switch weapons.
Yugi says, oh my god, the screen hates me. Why? What's going on? Is it buffering? Oh, well, my internet, dude. Yeah, it looks like there's a little buffering going on here and there. But it could be a Twitch thing in general.
Probably a switch.
Yeah, because, like, I've had days where people just buffer for no reason. Let me see. Yeah, I'm seeing a little reporting on it today. So it could just be like a general thing. But I'm glad it's not all the time. That's
Why is it that every time I stream something goes wrong?
I don't know, William. I kind of had a working theory. I wonder how you feel about it. Do you think it's the commies trying to interfere with the stream?
If I had to take a bet, and I'm not a gambling man usually, but oh what the hell, I'm a gambling man. Yes, I would say it's probably the communists.
Damn commies. Kind of ruining real freedom here. Well, glad to hear.
Well, that's how you do it. All right. Well. Oh well, shit. Looks like my My battery's looking a little low there on my controller. Well, we'll just add that to the list of things that's going on wrong. Anyway,
Also,
like I was saying,
You're
we're
heading
gonna.
in the opposite direction. Go forward, not backwards.
Oh, okay. I'm sorry, darling. I didn't mean it. Old William don't know where he's going. There is a map, but well, just like that time in '78 where I drove from one side of the country to the other. We're not too big a fan of maps around these parts. I prefer to just drive in a straight line once I know what the right direction is. You know what
I mean? I also appreciate the way you toggle through weapons. I think that's a really cool design choice.
I can't help but agree with this, man. Nothing says freedom like rocket launchers.
Because I don't know about the later Armored Core games, but you can't do that in the first two. Let's see. Nihilism Bot says, I like that the overlay makes it look like that eagle is pushing the circle button. Well, the eagle knows what freedom is, you know? True freedom.
Press circle for freedom.
Yeah, press circle for freedom.
And when you press the circle button, that's what makes all these here guns come out. So, like I said, you press the circle for freedom.
Radiant Tanuki asks, is William a Ford or a Chevy man?
Well, I'm abso-100 fucking % a Ford man. I have a Ford
Bot guessed
F-150,
right.
a Ford F-250, or if I'm feeling risque, a Ford F-350. Depends on the mood. I've got a church truck. I've got a going to the grocery store truck. What else do I have? I've got a road trip truck, and I've got a hauling truck. I've got a lot of trucks. I like trucks.
Trucks are the only way.
Sorry to keep you waiting, Mr. President.
Well, they're just so
The barrier
damn
has been
useful,
opened.
son. I mean, when you think about it, a truck has everything a man needs in a motorized vehicle.
Air Force One's launch preparations will be complete soon. Well, looky here. More gas.
Bot says, hell
Well,
yeah.
I guess they won't be voting for you next term. Mr. President.
Tanuki says, oh cool, well I guess this mech probably doesn't break down often enough. Bot asks, ever drive a Ford Ranger?
Well, a Ford Ranger would have to be my first truck when I was a young man. They're all right. A little small for my purposes, though. See, when it comes to trucks, my general policy is the bigger, the better.
The bigger the better.
Sorry
That
to
is
keep you
true.
waiting, Mr. President. How's that for a ticketless check-in?
Well, I think it's time we got on Air Force One like the Patriots. There we go. Hey, stop shooting them out of airplanes, damn it.
Bot says, good entry-level truck.
Yes, absolutely. I think that the Ford Ranger has a lot of merit to it.
Air Force
But
One.
when you compare it to the F-150, it just doesn't measure up. The F-150 is, in my opinion, a better truck of about everything, other than maybe you have to do some tight maneuvering. But other than that, I mean, if you're doing some tight maneuvering, you're not really driving a truck. If you're not driving a truck, you ain't driving.
That is damn true, William Robert.
Well, if it isn't the greatest Republican who ever lived, Abraham Lincoln. Sorry about the roof there, Abe.
Like they were ever invited. They're definitely...
Michael! Richard!
Mr. President, it looks like this party is just getting started.
Tanuki says, the Ford 1500. I'm inclined to agree.
Now, see, I got a total rank B. In my opinion, that's not good enough. We have to shoot for rank A. I don't want to see a rank S. I don't want to see a rank A. A for America.
You know, William Robert, I like to take this opportunity to tell you that in honor of your stream tonight, I made myself a burger.
Now,
Damn good burger.
you young folk have a funny idea of what a burger is. So I'm going to ask you, plain and simple, Sam, what's on it?
What did I put on the burger, you
Yes,
asked?
sir.
Well, pretty simple because I didn't have a lot of stuff. I put good old American cheese and some lettuce and tomato.
Well, alright then. That's a burger.
It's a damn fine one too, and you know what? I might just have another.
Jody, update me as to the status of the nation.
The Pentagon, the United Nations, and all central government institutions have fallen into the hands of the Vice President.
Damn Kamala Harris.
Have they?
Mr. President, believe in your own justice. I'm sure your father would have told you the same.
Jody, how's my schedule look for today?
You've got a conference and dinner party at the Japanese embassy regarding wildlife protection.
Oh yeah. Sorry, but I'll have to cancel that. I'm heading
we don't
out
have
to
time
save
for Japan
America.
right now.
Can you
America
let them
needs
know
us.
I won't be able to make it?
Yes,
Bot
Mr.
says,
President.
I just ate cereal for dinner. Ooh. Then I'd have to ask you, what kind of cereal?
Well, there's nothing wrong with having breakfast for supper.
Oh,
To
nothing
my
wrong with
beloved
it at
fellow
all.
Americans,
You're
good
an
evening.
American, son.
This
You're
is
free
an announcement
to
from the
have
Government
whatever you
Policy
want for
Promotion
dinner
Department,
you
your
want.
American Justice
Oh, hey,
and
Frank,
Freedom supporter.
Unfortunately for our
First
special
of all,
guest, William
what I
Robert,
would like to tell each and
Real
every
American
one of you
stream, we
is
do not
this.
have any of
Recent
those
events
commands
were
up.
not a mere coup d'etat, but
He
rather
likes to keep
a
things simple.
revolution
It's
to
in his
correct the
contract.
wrongs in the United States of America. To our regret,
But how are
our
you doing,
nation is in a crisis situation.
There absolutely
Since
is. a Democrat
2010,
president.
domestic terrorism problems have
I'm
increased
leaving.
rapidly.
Well,
Economic
then
disputes
all I have to say is
originating from the
understandable.
exhaustion of fossil fuels and the sudden
Bot
rise
says
in
multigrain
unemployment
Cheerios.
due to the
There's
influx
nothing wrong
of
with fossil
large-scale
fuels.
immigration.
Oil is given to us by the
Neither the
good Lord
current
above for a
president
reason.
nor the American government took actions
There's also
to
nothing
address
wrong
these
with multigrain
various
Cheerios.
problems. On the contrary, they have filled their own pockets adhering to terrorist cells.
Nikki says, when is William Robert
To
going to be
correct
G.I. Joe?
this situation, Richard Hawk,
question.
Arizona insurrection hero and vice president of the old
I don't know if we have an
government,
answer to that.
and the U.S. military rose
Because real American
to the
heroes
task
deserve to meet
at
other
hand.
great American heroes. Oh,
Much
I
like
can
our
agree more.
ancestors did, based in a belief of winning freedom,
As we know, William
and
Robert
based in the belief of an
is the most American
independent
hero.
war, and based in the belief in this great nation. However, to our regret, an evil to disobey this
And I'd like
belief
to,
exists in the United States
we can
of
pull it up
America
here.
too.
I'll see if we can get
here
Billy Bob
is
to
that evil.
drop the link.
This villainous terrorist who first
All right, Billy
appeared in
Bob.
Washington and began his
Give the good
unjust
people a link to
rampage
William Robert's website where you can
goes
find
by
him,
the alias
read more up on
Metal
him
Wolf.
if you don't know about him. Tanuki
His
says
current
hashtag
whereabouts
based.
are unknown.
And
While
Moves Like
all
Jesser
of
says,
America
William
will be
Robert, I
under
love you.
martial law until Metal Wolf is
I
found.
appreciate that, darling.
Please do not confuse the issues at hand.
Yeah, so if you go to that
Without
site right there,
fail,
it tells you what
the
William
US
Robert is
military elite
about.
forces, with a combined strength of 1.5 million, promise to smash this unforgivable evil to pieces.
It has been
This has
re-released.
been
Yes,
an
yes.
announcement.
Hey, take
from
a
the
look at how the
Government
overlay
Policy
almost
Promotion
kind of matches
Department.
what's on the
Your
screen.
special remedy for all
Yeah, well,
kinds of
re-
evil.
real recognize
close,
real
yes,
recognize is real, you know.
God, this game makes me so proud to be an American. I'm getting emotional. Alright. Alright. We'll shed a man the tear and then we'll move on.
Currently, a coup d'etat army encircles the White
I
House
live in Bot
and
asks,
is now closing
William
in.
Robert Murch when? And that is a fantastic idea.
The coup d'etat army that occupies San Francisco still runs rampant. and
Jess says,
deprives
I gotta run back to work, but have a good
780,000
stream.
citizens of their
Alright, Jess,
freedom.
you take care
Thank you,
now.
darling. Appreciate it.
Thanks for
Target
stopping in.
areas that the enemy force uses as the base of their military activities are built around the town. Target areas where enemy forces are concentrated are dangerous, but you can weaken their morale by destroying enemy armies. Destroy all target areas, annihilate the enemy force, and make the liberation of San Francisco shine as a beacon of hope in your counteroffensive. This mission goes by the call name
Metropolitan
Recapture Operation from Cisco Sighted Road.
What is that word? Sciado?
Good luck and Godspeed, Mr. President.
Thank you, darling. You too. Alright, so here we have the garage, and I'm not
Well,
too
Tanuki, that's what
well
happens
versed
when you have
with,
too much
with
freedom,
all
you know?
this mechanical nonsense, so I'm just gonna go ahead and get started.
Bot says internet cannot handle William Roberts' patriotism, and that is a damn fact.
Well, that's because the internet doesn't love their country anymore.
Mr. President, how's the skydiving?
Somebody has to carry the weight.
Not too bad.
San
Right you are,
Francisco,
friend. Right you are.
occupied by coup d'etat forces, will be the starting point of our counteroffensive. And here's the starting grid.
Okay.
That's quite a gentlemanly landing, sir, befitting only of a U.S. president.
The
Hell yeah.
gentleman in me goes off the clock at 5 p.m. And now I'm gonna take America back!
Hell yeah. It's time to take this
Annihilate
country
the
back
enemy
from
army
the liberals
by
that are
destroying
trying
the
to
target
ruin it.
areas where the Cokes have amassed. Destroy all the target areas scattered throughout and take back the town.
God, William Robert, you sure are inspiring.
I try to be, son. It's my hope that one day people will see see my way, my point of view. They'll come to understand what it means to be an American and learn to love their country as well as their fellow men.
I sure hope so, William Robert. There's a lot of hate in this world.
There's enough of that to go around for spades, son. There's not anywhere near enough love in this world. And the whole world could use a lot more of it.
Right you are, my friend. El Diablo says, America the video game. Hey, El Diablo. How are you doing? Yes, welcome, meet our special guest, William Robert. And he
Hi
is
there, El
indeed playing
Diablo.
America the video game.
How you doing, partner?
The enemy forces have even captured San Francisco's cable cars. We can't let them get away with using the symbol of this great American city.
That's
I'm
right,
pretty
we
sure I
sure
have
hope
this
they're
on
not.
Steam, but I definitely
The
gotta pick it
yellow
up.
icons on your
if I don't.
radar are designated targets in each area. Destroy each target and blow the area to oblivion. Reinforcements come from the adjacent areas. When there are too many reinforcements, try attacking from another area. You could call it winning by retreating.
Hello, Bot says, you're in San Fran. Where's the rainbow crosswalks? Did the liberals take them away? El Diablo says, America. Making William Robert real proud there, son.
You absolutely are.
Well, hey, El Diablo, while you're here, did you enter our Elden Ring giveaway?
Has been destroyed. This has
I
been
can't remember
a
if you
momentous
have.
first job.
So you're in San Fran, where where's the Rainbow Crosswalk? Liberals take them
The
away?
target with the spinning antenna is the
Sounds
enemy's
like it.
communications
I don't know much
facility.
about Rainbow
From this
Crosswalks, but if
facility,
they're not
when
here, it's probably because
communications
the
are
damn
made,
communists
large
here
numbers of
taking over our
reinforcements during the
great
battle.
nation
It's
and
really a nuisance,
taking
so
them away.
destroy it first.
Need to get them back. I very much would like to see them Rainbow Crosswalks. I happen to think that rainbows are quite pretty, don't you, Sam?
I sure do, William.
I expect to see
President,
purple mountain
target area
majesties and
still
amber
remains.
waves of grain.
Patrol the
in this thing.
vicinity area well.
Well, I certainly hope so. I don't know
Hey,
about
Peter.
y'all, but I love that song as much as the next fella, but are mountains purple?
Well, if it isn't the pride of the United
Well,
States
only Purple
military.
Mountain's majesty.
M1
You know.
Abrams tanks. I never
That's
thought they
what I
would
figured.
join the fight.
And now I gotta blow up a tank. Don't worry. There should be no match for
High-powered weapons like
very
bazookas are
special
effective against the
robot.
tough tank armor. Please don't hold back on using the weapons in your backpack.
As long as I keep moving, I ought to be alright. See, my advantage is that I've got mobility in these tanks.
Anyway, I'd like to take this moment to remind everyone watching that we do have an Elden Ring giveaway where all you gotta do is type in hashtag ER giveaway, and you are entered automatically into a random drawing to win a free copy on Steam of the game. So we'll be ending submissions on the 23rd. So good luck to everyone.
Son, what in Sam hell is an Elden Ring?
Well, are you familiar with George R.R. Martin?
No, I
The
don't think I'm
time-self-destruct
familiar
device
with
is attached
George
to the cage.
R.R. Martin.
The time limit
Is he an American?
self-destruct device has been activated.
He sure is.
Hurry and
Are you
destroy it.
familiar
Oh,
with J.R.R. Tolkien, the author of the Lord of the Rings books?
Oh, Lord of the Rings. Yeah, I heard about that. I remember that being all the praise.
Yep. So it's a guy who basically thinks he's doing the same thing. Anyway, he's working on a game with a guy from Japan, and it's shaping up to look really good. And we're gonna give it away on the channel.
And a Japanese fella are getting together and they're doing what? Making a movie?
Destroy every
No, they're
target
making a
area
game,
and
but some
annihilate
consider
the
it a
enemy
form of art. Let's see, Peter says shout out to the M1 Abrams tank brother, and Bot says early morning fog mountains can be a bit purple.
Those annoying soldiers are coming in swarms. Shotguns with a wide firing area or machine guns with a high rapid fire rate are effective here. Try out the weapons in your backpack as you like.
Alright. Early morning fog mountains can be a bit purple. Alright. I've never seen no purple mountain before in all my travels, but I'll take your word for it, son. Here's you! Oh,
Oh, God bless you.
thank you, son. I appreciate it. Same to you.
But of course.
Here's you! Oh,
God bless you.
old William's having some allergies. Why am I shooting the bathroom? Nobody clip that. I don't want anybody to take that out of context thinking I'm shooting up the bathroom. Fence. Good Lord Almighty, look at all them folks.
Suspiciously tall targets are enemy headquarter installations. The morale of the troops is rising due to the HQ installations. Destroy the HQ facilities first and eradicate their
Anyway,
will to
William,
fight.
I'm gonna take a minute to go grab that other burger, but I'll be back shortly.
All right, son, you have fun.
The enemy forces have usurped the building, making it a target. The building was opened 2 years ago on April 25th. It's named the Halcon Denkai China Building. Each season it's decorated with gorgeous lights.
That sounds
Their
to me like
Christmas
I'm
tree
gonna be
tops
shooting up
them
a
all.
communist
Over
Chinese building.
800,000 people came to see it last December. For such a long time, I've been wondering how lovely that gorgeous building would look.
Darling,
if it
I
were
love the
destroyed.
sound of your voice and
I feel
everything,
bad for the
but
owner,
I really need you to
hey,
be quiet for a
let's
moment so
smash
that
the
way I
hell
can
out of it.
concentrate on the work ahead. She eventually stops talking, right? Hell yeah. Alright, now there was a whole whopping building in this target.
Alright, I'm back.
Welcome back. Turns out I'm shooting up a communist Chinese, a building controlled by the Chinese Communist government.
Oh, well, how does that make you feel?
Proud to be an American.
Hell yeah. Niles, Mbot says she's being supportive.
I am completely and totally out of rockets. Not good. Not an ideal situation for anyone, really. And I don't know how a large neck has a shotgun attachment, but she's basically a giant neck shotgun. But can I just take a moment to acknowledge how much I love this game?
I'm glad you're enjoying it. We had a feeling you would.
This has got to be one of the greatest things I've ever done. I bet y'all think that you're doing something. Right, I'm gonna hop on top of this here truck. See if it's gonna let me. There we go. Alright. That's it. We're gonna need some a little bit more long.
fuselage damage rate is above 50%. Enough playing around. How about bringing it up a notch?
Now I'm out of sniper bullets too. Shoot.
Bot asks, how does this game compare to Bloodborne?
Well, Bloodborne,
Now,
Bloodborne's
that's what I
an
expect
interesting
from
one.
a U.S. president. Nice thinking on your feet.
But I think I like this one a little bit more. It's more American.
Could this be a thank you for
Oh,
destroying
William,
the
I didn't even know
area?
you played Bloodborne.
It looks like you're going to
Son,
receive
you
a
were at the
lovely
party the other
present.
night. You saw me playing Bloodborne.
Oh, you're right. I was so taken back. I swear, when you picked up that controller, William Robert, there was an aura around you that blinded me. And I feel like I was just graced by the hand of God. Freedom. And I guess I forgot about it.
That's understandable. When you're in the presence of a real American TM like myself, it's easy for that sort of thing to happen. That's just about this way. Sure do wish you could get more ammunition guns while you were on the road. You know, I feel like I'm not even taking damage. I guess that makes me an invincible American. Does that mean I'm like that fellow with the shield and he's part of the Marvel Comics universe? I forget his name.
Oh, Captain America.
Yeah, that's it.
I think you're better than him.
Well, looks like we're getting raided by a fella named Brother Guy 8.
Hey,
Hello,
bro
Brother
guy.
Guy 8. Raiders, welcome to the stream. My name is William Robert, real American. And we're currently playing a game called Metal Wolf Chaos XD.
Hey,
How y'all
it's
doing
time for
today?
real freedom.
Inhale liberty, exhale freedom.
How was the rest of Ocarina of Time? Peter wants to know your thoughts on American cheese.
It's the only kind of cheese as far as I'm concerned. Now, the person I live with, Anthony, he and I differ on that opinion. Great, but he's allowed to be wrong.
Why? What does Anthony say?
Well, he says that American. I've tried to talk to him about this. He says that American cheese is not real cheese.
How could something American not be real?
That's what I'm trying to tell him. Because listen, he says that it's a cheese byproduct. Whatever the hell that means.
Interesting. Well, what kind of cheese does he like?
He likes Swiss cheese. It's not American. It's Switzerland.
Swiss cheese, huh?
Yeah, he also likes cheddar and pepper jack, Monterey jack. He says that there are like all these other kinds of cheeses that aren't American. Breaks my heart.
Hey, 100 years? Bro does what Ray don't. Welcome on in. You got a real American with us today.
That's right. I'm a real American. Don't let anybody ever tell you otherwise. This tank has got a lot of HP. I probably would have it done. Couldn't stand at this point like I had rocket engines. So ran out of rocket engines a while back. Kind of just been chipping away at it ever since.
That burger hit the spot for him.
An American burger always hits the spot. Now, let me ask you a question. Was it one of them little flat burgers, or did you actually, like, make yourself a thick man?
I mean, it was relatively thin when I was cooking it, but it became a little bulky. I like a certain thickness. Nice inch burger, you know.
That's good, son. That's good. Now, tell me, how do you like your meat cooked?
Well, anything above medium rare is not worth eating, William.
Anything over medium rare is basically communism disguised as steak.
Oh, bot says, gotta actually head to bed. I'll chat later if y'all still up at stupid o'clock. Alright, bot.
All right.
Well,
you have a good night there, son.
Yeah. I might stream
I
after
appreciate
this.
you stopping by the stream.
Yeah, thanks for coming. Oh, bro, guy, you almost done. That's what's up. Unless you're gonna go for 100%.
Better figure something else out.
Would you go for 100%?
100% of what?
Oh, I'm talking to brother guy who was playing Ocarina. He's playing on his Ocarina.
Sam, I'm going to be fighting this thing for a while. Why don't you open this up to a Q&A?
Mr.
Oh, wait,
President,
hold on a second.
Please get up! Mr. President!
Seems I hit my limit at some point. Maybe we can purchase some more ammunition at the garage.
Well, I think it's a good idea regardless. Why don't we open this up for some questions? Anyone out there, if you would like to ask our special guest, William Robert, Real American, any questions about, you know, freedom, America, what it means to be either, but please drop them in. Bro guy says, I don't know if I want to grind out all the hearts and skulltulas. Yeah, that's a pain in the ass for sure. Ocarina is a game that I definitely don't mind not 100%. Now Majora, on the other hand, even though it's more overwhelming,
100%, absolutely.
even though Majora is more overwhelming of a game in that regard, it is more worth it to 100% the game.
I don't know if I'd say you have to 100% it for it to be worth it, but you definitely need to get all the masks.
Yeah. Right, exactly.
When you say 100% something, usually what that means is that you're talking about, you know, getting all them heart pieces and doing all them little quests and stuff like that. Now, I've personally done it, but would I tell somebody else that they have to do it to get the full enjoyment out of something? Nah, I wouldn't do that. I would say, though, that if you want to fully appreciate that game, you should at least get all the masks and see the real ending of the game.
Tanuki says, would you buy a mech as long as Ford made it, William, and it had a bed?
Son, that's a great idea. They ought to hire you. Yes, absolutely.
That's a good question.
Sorry, I was taken aback by how intelligent that question was. That's a great idea there, son.
He also asked, does it need to be extended cab or no?
Absolutely extended cab. After all, if it's not extended cab, how are you going to fit your whole family in there? I mean, can you just imagine it right now? You, your wife, and your two darling little children get inside your war mech, and you take a nice stroll down the street, downtown, to attend church on Sunday. And then after church, you go out to the nearest Olive Garden or Chili's, and you sit down and you have yourself a nice Sunday lunch. And then after that, you go on home and you finish up your day of rest, maybe watch a little football, and then the next day you go on back to work in your mech. But you can't take your mech out with, for the weekend if you don't have your family with you. So it's very important that you make sure that you have that extended cab, of course.
Very true. Very, very true. What a good question, Tanuki. Thank you for that. Would anyone else like to ask a real American any questions?
No pressure, Sam. I'm sure that people will come up with more questions for me, as the night progresses. Data. No, don't need that. Options? No. Special.
Yeah, Tanuki. It is an educational experience. I agree.
I couldn't agree more, son. I'm happy to educate the public about what it means to be an American.
Annihilate the enemy army by destroying the target areas where the troops have amassed. Destroy all the target areas scattered
Tanuki
throughout.
says, but okay,
and
but this
take
music
back the
slaps.
town. Mr. President, POWs are being transported in that cage. Destroy the cage with light firearms and rescue the people inside.
There are Americans being held captive by the communists. We need to get them out of there.
Blast those commies to bits, William.
No. We're trying to free these
Among the
good people.
POWs you rescued, they were used to develop new weapons.
I was just
for the
making a blanket
military.
statement.
Way to go, Mr. President. Now the POW can be safely liberated.
I know how you feel about commies,
The enemy forces have even captured San Francisco's cable cars. We can't let them get away with using the symbol of this great American city.
I was told that this game featured the president fighting aliens and shit. I thought that was
The
kind of
yellow
cool, but
icons on
instead
your
it seems to be
radar are
like a second
designated
civil
targets in
war
each
where I'm
area.
trying to
Destroy
save
each
the
target
country
and blow
from
the area
an
to
evil
oblivion.
vice president.
Reinforcements come from the adjacent areas.
They
When
know
there
that's
are
not
too
how
many
the government
reinforcements,
works, right?
try attacking from another area. You could call it.
Yes,
winning
I
by
guess not, William
retreating.
Robert. I guess not.
Shit. Looking for the thing, and oh, good lord. Where is it? There it is.
Brother guy redeemed smooch. Alright, William Robert, usually when this gets redeemed on the channel, you have to give a big old kiss for freedom.
Well, alright then. Mwah. There, is that what you were hoping to see? Did I do it right?
Freedom-filled kiss.
Oh, hang on a second, y'all. We got a very special treat for you. Remember how I mentioned a mukbang?
Yeah.
Well, my darling wife, Elizabeth, she's brought on down here. She's brought on down here something for me to eat, and we're gonna take a dinner break, and we're gonna have ourselves a little bit of a mukbang midstream. Now, here's my plate of food. I don't know if you can see it; it's rather large. So we'll go ahead and let this music jam out, country rock and roll style. And I'm gonna eat my dinner with 2 chopsticks.
Nikki says freedom smooches. Yes, they are freedom smooches.
So why don't we go ahead and see if there's any more questions?
Tanuki asks, Elizabethus? I didn't know your wife was with you today, William. She's usually running errands.
Her name is Elizabetha.
Dang, that's a rather healthy American meal. Goes Tanuki.
I'm sorry, American chopsticks? Well, certainly. Chopsticks are about as American as it gets. Because with every pair of chopsticks, you get 2 things. One, liberty. The other is freedom. And when you combine those 2 things, you're able to lower them, pick up your food, and in the most American way possible, deliver it to your mouth so you can taste the satisfaction of being an American. Fork can do that too. Sometimes in some situations it's more convenient for it. But that said, the way I see it, it doesn't get much more American than the American chopstick.
Yeah, either that or using your hands, you know?
Using your hands is a viable option, using the tools that God gave you.
Tanuki says America is the melting pot after all, and Peter redeemed something called a beater, which requires the person streaming to yell out a beater.
So I'm supposed to just shout, "Hey, beater!" like that?
Yep, that's all you do.
Alright, did I do it right?
Do it again so I hear you.
Alright. Hey, beater!
There you go, that's the redemption. Tanuki says freedom and justice. And Brother Guy asks, does the food taste like freedom?
Well, hang on a second.
And Tanuki says Pokeballs are American.
I don't know what a. Well, yes, a poke bowl is in fact an American dish because it was created in the great state of Hawaii.
You ever been to Hawaii, William Robert?
I drove a truck out there once.
Oh, really? No shit. Peter says, not bad, William. Not bad. Glad you enjoyed it.
So, I don't know if I'd call this a poke bowl. It has some sweet and salty chicken, which is pretty dang tasty. Oh, there's rice in here. And, got some carrot. And there's this like spicy peanut sauce that goes along great with these here sliced up bits of cucumber. It's a very balanced meal.
I'm glad you're enjoying it.
That said, what I really wish I was eating on stream right now would be this legendary burger called the Luther. You can kind of see a kind of an expansion on the Luther in the overlay there, but what a Luther is it is a burger that was conceived by Mr. Luther Vandross. And the way that the sandwich works is that it is a 1 pound burger patty covered in cheese, 5 strips of bacon, and sandwiched between 2 Krispy Kreme donuts. Now, I don't know what part of the United States y'all live in, but nothing says America as a whole like a Luther burger. And nothing would make me happier right now than to just be able to down one of those, if you know what I mean.
Yep, that's why we keep it in the overlay, you know. Oh, it looks like Brother Guy redeemed which we could allow you to do 2 things with this redemption. You could either go ahead and give us a how good that freedom tastes, or you could go ahead and imitate that man Morshu from the Zelda games.
I think Anthony showed me that whole Morshu thing. He's got a little strange obsession with it, if you ask me. But
yeah,
I'm not here to
to
judge.
talk to him about it, but you know, he is kind of our identity.
That's fair. That's fair. All right, I think I'll go for a Morshu MMM noise. All right. Sorry. Sorry, Russia. I can't give credit. Come on back when you're a little richer. There, I do all right.
Yeah, that was a good job.
Thank you.
Tanuki says like a good old Luther steamed ham.
Oh, I love steamed hams. That's an Albany expression.
It is, yeah. Great.
Yeah, my roommate Anthony, he tells me that burgers get called steam hams all the time up there, despite the fact that they are very obviously grilled.
That is very true. That is very true. Anyway, since we're talking about food, what is everyone having or had for dinner?
Yeah, I'd be interested to know.
I had some burgers, and I'm not gonna lie, I want a 3rd one, but I'm not gonna do that, 'cause I'll regret it.
Well, son, normally I'd say something along the lines of, too much of a good thing is bad. But nothing says America like unbridled gluttony. So you get yourself that third burger if you want that third burger. You're an American, and you have the freedom to eat that third burger if that's what you really want.
I know, sir. You've been so inspiring. I just want to thank you. Tanuki says in Alaska they grow them in the electricity of the Aurora Borealis. He also says burgers sound good, but I think it's chicken salad tonight. Oh, not bad. Chicken salad's good. Actually, I feel like I've been having nothing but chicken this past week because there was a little bit of a meat shortage near me, but now it's better, so I was able to get a bunch of stuff today.
It's funny you
Excuse
say
me.
that, because when I've been going to the grocery store lately, I've been seeing that there are poultry products, and there's a sign up at the store that says you're only allowed to buy up to 3 poultry products.
Yeah, that makes sense.
I wonder why there's a meat shortage going around.
I think it's the commies.
Well, they're the usual suspect whenever there's a shortage of anything.
The other guy says, I had American meatloaf, made with freedom.
Hell yeah, brother!
Tamiki says I mostly buy chicken because it is healthier. Yes, I like a balance, but it seems like the last few times there was like no meat, so I was like, you know what? I'm gonna place this order and hopefully it all comes, and it did. But I do be liking chicken. As a chicken comes up to me in Sekiro. Brother guy says this is great. Well, I'm glad you think so, man. William Robert is definitely a great entertainer, and he speaks
Chicken's
the truth.
pretty great.
And that's
I
why
like
we all
chicken.
like him.
What's your favorite kind of poultry, Sam? Chicken, turkey, duck, goose? Favorite bird meat? Go for it.
Favorite bird meat? Well, that's tough. I like duck as a treat. I eat duck probably twice a year. But when I do, I really, really love it. And I would say chicken is my go-to, and I would probably choose chicken. I like turkey, and I do eat it sliced up frequently for sandwiches, but I think when it comes down to it, I'm more of a chicken guy. Tanuki says some weeks I do hamburger, but I often eat kind of questionable stuff for lunch, so I go chicken a lot. He likes salads. Yeah, I feel you on that. You gotta have a balance, you know?
Brother says quail or Cornish game hen.
Ooh. Very nice.
I'll admit, I had Cornish game hen once, and I could not tell the difference between it and chicken. That said, I was a young man then. I probably should try it again.
Yeah, I feel like I haven't had that in a long time.
Alright. Well, I'm going to be done relatively soon, y'all, so I appreciate your patience.
It is tiny chicken.
Well, that explains why it tasted so much like chicken. Now, I don't think I've ever had quail, though. What's that taste like?
Yeah, I don't think I've had quail either.
I've had quail eggs. They have them
Yes.
at they have those at the fancy all-you-can-eat steak restaurants that they got around the country sometimes.
Yeah, quail eggs are very good. Cornish game hens are the shit, says Tanuki. Tiny chicken also.
Oh, also tastes like tiny chicken. Well, alright.
It is all tiny chicken. Tanuki says, I think my fave might be turkey, but I do eat a lot of chicken, and it's a lot more diverse for cooking with as far as I'm concerned. That's how I feel. Like, I do enjoy turkey, but it depends. Like, if I'm getting it sliced up, that's when I'm like, okay, I could eat it more often. We're talking about cooking a bird, like prepping a bird, that's a different story. Versatility gives it to chicken for me, I guess. Yes. You do a lot with chicken. That's why I like it.
Well, it's
Brother
good
guy
for you,
asks,
son.
Is turkey...
Good lean
Brother guy
protein.
asks, is turkey big chicken? It does kind of look like big chicken.
Almost done here. Only a little bit left. And then we'll get back to the main event. I appreciate y'all's patience.
Not a problem.
But a man's gotta eat.
Man's gotta eat. Mukbang. Says brother.
No, I don't think turkey is big chicken. I think the flavor of a properly cooked turkey is far superior to that of a chicken. If I'm being totally honest with you. Alright, y'all. Favorite cut of steak. Go.
Favorite cut of steak. My go-to is like a thin ribeye. I think he says as someone who had to work in both a turkey house and chicken houses before as a kid. Both suck, can confirm.
So,
Yeah. True. Did they have large talons though?
New York Strip, but New York Strip is Brothers, looks like, and then you also have Tanuki saying that Strip is a go-to, but filet is probably his actual thing. Well, I'll tell you what, filet mignon is pretty good. It's pretty good, nice and tender. The steak that a lot of steaks aspire to be like. But for me, I'm gonna play you both. My favorite cut of beef is the porterhouse steak. Why is a porterhouse steak my favorite? It's because a porterhouse you get both filet mignon on one side and New York strip on the other. It's quite literally the best of both worlds, and it is considered its own cut of beef.
And you get some really, really good marbling on a porterhouse.
Yes, that's correct. Intermuscular fat's the secret to a tasty steak.
Mm-hmm. See, Tanuki says domesticated turkeys are basically the animal form of shit literally hitting a fan, and I hate them. I like that. I like the thought of that. I could see that too. Interesting fun facts here. Yeah, when you're with William Robert, you learn a whole bunch of stuff. Tanuki says, I'm not a fan of ribeye because I like my fat spread out a bit more evenly.
What I would suggest then, if that's how you feel, if you're ever in a position where you have to have ribeye, look for a choice grade. That's where it'll be more meat than fat. In my opinion,
yes, that's what I buy.
Ribeye is good, but it is a little fatty. I'll concede that. Have any of y'all ever had picanha?
Kenya. No, I don't think so. Unless I'm just forgetting. Always a great day when you get bird shit all over your faces. Nikki. Gotcha. Okay. Turkeys are dumb as fuck. That is true.
Actually, the domesticated United States turkey is considered the dumbest animal that exists. It can quite literally survive for hours with its head chopped off.
Guess it didn't need it in the first place. Tanuki says, I don't believe I've had that, William.
Couple more bites, y'all. That's it. Down to the last few.
You got me contemplating dessert now, William. I wonder if I have any more ice cream. And that's an all-American dessert, wouldn't you agree?
What, ice cream?
Yeah.
Abso-fucking-lutely. Anthony told me a story once. He was in college class, and he said, correctly, if you don't like ice cream, you're not American. And the girl, and I shit you not, the girl next to him turns to him and says, did you just say that if I don't like ice cream, I'm not American? And he goes, yes, I did. And she goes, well, guess I'm not American. Deeply offended and shit.
Oh my god.
And,
not American.
Well, he's just, they're all just lucky I wasn't there, because I would have had some choice words for that woman.
Yeah, I should say so.
Alright, y'all. Thanks for putting up with old William having to get some dinner in, but we're back to the game.
Man's gotta eat.
So, Sam, I'll let y'all be the judge of that, but did that qualify as a
A
mukbang?
timed self-destruct device is attached to the cage.
I think it
the
did.
destruct device kicks into action when you draw close for a fixed
Oh,
period of
really?
Peter
time.
says, now I really
The
want some
self-destruct
American rice.
device has been activated. Hurry and destroy it.
Yep, good old American.
Mr. President, the POW rescue failed. The POWs have been safely freed.
People take too much credit for American-made stuff, you know?
I couldn't agree more, son. American heroes create the things that often other countries think that it's alright to take credit for.
Exactly.
I'll be honest with you, I like this game, but shooting stuff over and over again until it falls down can get a little tedious. If I'm being totally honest with you. In a way, it kind of simulates the
Destroy
American
every
work.
target area and annihilate the enemy army.
Do the same task over and over again until eventually you get the result that you're hoping for. Which in turn leads to another set of tasks.
Mr. President, the target area has been destroyed. This has been a momentous first job.
Well, I'm all about momentous
The
first
target with the
jobs.
spinning antenna is the enemy's communications facility. From this facility, when communications are made, large numbers of reinforcements join the battle. It's really a nuisance.
100
so
says
destroy
you are
it
all
first.
really pushing the From. Oh yeah, well we're in a marathon, you know?
I'm not entirely certain what 100 years means by pushing the From.
I think all from software means.
Well, this is a FromSoftware game, is it not?
It is.
How you doing there, 100 years? How's your evening going? My name's William Roberts, real American.
Mr. President, the fuselage damage rate is above 50%. Enough playing around. How about bringing it up a notch?
Yeah, 100, how you doing?
Oh, well, this is riveting. Now, there are probably weapons better suited for this task in my arsenal, but I'm not using them because I want to save them for the boss. I wasn't aware going into this I'd have to ration.
Mr.
I wasn't aware
President,
either.
target areas still remain. Patrol the vicinity area well.
Alright, this is where I think the tanks show up.
Whoa! Well, if it isn't the pride of the United States military. M1 Abrams tanks. I never thought they would join the fight. High-powered weapons like bazookas are effective against the tough tank armor. Please, don't hold back on using the weapons in your backpack.
So, William, did you like the gift that Anthony, Betsy, and I got you? The 100 pack of Budweisers?
I never got a 100 pack of Budweiser, but if that is something that y'all did indeed get, I appreciate it.
Oh, I guess they didn't give it to you yet. Yeah.
Oh, well, now look at what you done, son. You spoiled it.
Real shit.
I'll tell you what, though. I am excited. I like how it says don't use your bazooka. Because you'll accidentally hurt the nice people inside.
Steven says, now this is good old-fashioned gun mayhem. Welcome to the stream, Steven.
Hell yeah, I like this Steven fella. How you doing, son? My name's William Roberts, real American.
Steven
Freedom,
says,
brother.
freedom, brother. Freedom, dude.
Yeah. Apparently I've got a machine gun. I never even noticed that. Let's switch back to my pistol.
The enemy
Alright, here
forces
comes the
have
big
usurped the
building
making
owned
it
by
a target.
Communist China.
The building was opened
We're going to
2
go ahead
years
and
ago
blow
on
that up in
April
the name of
25th. It's
American
named the
liberty,
Hakon Denkai China
prosperity,
Building.
and
Each
happiness.
season it's decorated with gorgeous lights. Their Christmas tree tops
Steven
them
says,
all.
Kay, the
Over
amount of guns on this
800,000
mech.
people came to see
LMAO.
it last December. For such a long time, I've been wondering how lovely that gorgeous building would look if it were destroyed. I feel
Just as a reminder, if you want to read up all about what real America looks like, I just dropped the link to William Albert's official website. Feel free to visit it. Read up.
I do like that website.
Destroy the
I do
HQ
appreciate it.
facilities first and
Well, of course.
eradicate their will to fight.
Steven says, also, I read a tweet that said, be the American that Japanese people think you are. And I feel like this stream's theme is fitting. This is real America.
I absolutely will be the American that the Japanese people believe I am. What other kind of American would I be? There's only one kind of an American. That's a good American. If you're not a good American, you're a communist, or worse, a liberal.
Ugh.
Yeah, dude. Alright.
Steven says it also had a picture of Senator Armstrong, but yeah.
Nanomachine, son!
He called your website 10 Eagles out of 10.
Oh, well, he's just the sweetest.
That means a lot.
Alright. Almost done blowing this here building up.
How's your night going, Steve?
Yeah, why don't you tell us how your night's going? What y'all been up to? You and Anthony said that you got a girlfriend named Lane, I think it was.
Oh, no, that's actually, her name is Marpo.
Her name is Marpo?
Marpo.
Marpo. Am I saying that right? M-A-R-P-O.
No, B-A-R-P-O.
Oh, Barbo.
Marpo.
Barpo.
Yeah.
Marpo. Alright. B-A-R-P-O. Barpo.
Yeah, Marpo.
Gotcha. Alright. Well, Steven, how are you and Barpo doing?
From a U.S. president. Nice
USA.
thinking on your feet.
USA.
Uh-oh,
All right, here
Mr.
comes the boss.
President.
And I made sure to save plenty of rockets for it.
It looks like you're gonna receive a lovely present.
By lovely present, you mean I'm gonna blow it the fuck up, then.
That fat boy needs a presidential diet. I guess he's had
Steven
too
said,
much
"It's I.
junk food.
I
Give
sure
that
do.
kid some too.
Purebred
Make
American
junk
woman."
food out of him, Mr. President.
Making junk food.
Steven says night rule.
Purebred American woman.
That boy's punishment seems to have done the trick. Just
He's
a
playing
little
Dead
more
by
and your
Daylight,
work
and
is
I'm
done,
editing
Mr.
and
President.
watching your stream. I'm glad to have you here.
Mr. President, that boy is ready for the scrap heap. Let's send him to the demolition work. I almost forgot. I know a great demolition company in Anaheim. I'll introduce you next time if you're in danger, Mr. President. The fuselage damage level is at a breaking point, Mr. President.
William, what's your
All
favorite
right.
weapon in this game?
Whoa! What a perfect display of your talents, Mr. President.
There we go.
Not really, Jody. Nothing to get excited about.
Shit. We're still going? This thing's at its breaking point. It's gonna drop soon.
William, do you prefer the missiles or the machine gun? What's your favorite weapon here?
My favorite gun is the American weapon of choice. Well, alright. This isn't really the American weapon of choice, I'll admit. But it is my favorite weapon. And
There are no more areas left in the vicinity. Proceed ahead.
my favorite weapon is this is gonna. It's a guilty pleasure. You're gonna laugh when I tell you because it's very cheesy. But I'm a fan of the revolver myself.
Oh, the revolver. Okay. A fine choice.
There's just something so cool about it, you know?
I do know what you mean, William.
Those annoying soldiers are coming in swarms. Shotguns with a wide firing area or machine guns with a high rapid fire rate are effective here. Try out the weapons in your backpack as you like.
wish I knew where to go or what to do at this point. The game doesn't exactly do a good job of telling you what it wants you to do. Maybe they explained it in the story that I was trying to speed on past.
Well, unfortunately, William Robert, that's nothing new from FromSoftware.
You mean they do this sort of thing all the time where they just, get real cryptic about what they want from you?
Yep.
Well, that's just poor design choice.
Well, some might argue differently, but sometimes it gets a little frustrating.
Beat that boss. Can't be much left to do in this level.
You know, William, I had a thought. Why don't you,
Go ahead.
why don't you tell the people how you met Anthony?
Oh, you want to hear the origin story?
I think everyone would like to hear that.
Alright, well, long time ago, I was out on the road, and my truck broke down on me. And I came across Anthony when he was the only person who was kind enough, humble enough, gracious enough to stop his vehicle and ask me if I was alright. I told him I was fine and I'd be alright, but he was good enough to help me out by giving the police a ring, and well, we got the whole situation with my truck straightened out, and yeah, we've been talking ever since. Good kid.
Tanuki says, I'm cooking chicken, and on a separate note, I need to see William Roberts' Marvel vs. Capcom 2 tier list.
Okay.
I want to know which two are on his team aside from Captain America.
Sentinel is at the top of the list. The character is completely and totally unstoppable. Nothing. Let's see. That was just ammunition for my one weapon. That really. Have ammunition there. I want to know which two are on his team besides
Mr.
Captain.
President, there are 3 areas remaining. Just a bit more,
Captain
Mr.
America
President.
is absolutely there, like you said. I also like Spider-Man because Spider-Man has red, white, and blue on his costume. And
Very true.
I think the last character that I would probably go with would probably just be Sentinel because I want to win. Like any good American, I want to win.
Yeah. Like good old American.
Boy, I really hope there's no more bosses because I really don't think I'm gonna have much else. Ammunition.
As far as my choices, I tend to mix it up, but my my go-to team is probably Spider-Man, Ryu, and War Machine.
Spider-Man, Ryu, and War Machine. Is that what you said?
Yeah. War Machine. Bullets too loud. Oh, is the game still too loud?
Huh.
Interesting.
Well, didn't catch that last one. The bullets were too loud. Okay.
Or did you mean him?
Sam, you said War Machine. You said Spider-Man, and I think Ryu too, right?
Yeah.
Indeed. Sorry about this, y'all. I'm not 100% sure where I'm supposed to be going here. Oh wait, hold on, never mind. I just found the target.
Oh, you were talking about Ant. The delay on the stream is insane.
Oh, you were talking about me. The answer to wait, hold on. When you say Ann, are you talking about me or are you talking about Ann?
Your stream is 2 minutes behind, really.
You might want to go ahead and give yourself a refresh then, son. I promise you haven't missed much.
Bullshit. The last one on Williams' team was Sentinel, I believe. Isn't that right?
Yes, that's correct.
Captain America, Spider-Man, Sentinel.
There's one area remaining. Show them the true heart of America.
I mean, William, my bad. It's okay. Listen,
All right, it happens all the time. I understand
Yeah.
that Anthony and I look quite similar.
Yeah, I don't blame you.
Anthony gets real bothered though for some reason whenever somebody accuses him of being me and vice versa. I tell him, son, it's an understandable mistake. I mean, we're basically spitting images of each other. And he just gets real embarrassed saying, yeah, but you don't have any experience being a trucker. And I tell him that that's alright, you can get him experience. And then, like a true liberal that Anthony is, he shows how afraid he is of the on-space work. And says that that's not something he's interested in. Boy, I'll see the light one of these days.
Hopefully. Oh, hey, you go Brian. Oh, you're just in time for William Roberts' stream.
Oh, I gotta go then.
Oh, understandable.
How you doing there, son?
Sam, are you playing Seafood?
I took a break to work on Sekiro because I'm reading chat and my PS5 isn't hooked up to my capcom.
Whatever you're playing, stream it in Discord so I can watch it as well.
Sure.
Alright, let me see.
Thinking about downloading that new MMO everybody's playing. It's pretty cool.
Which one?
Lost Ark.
Oh yeah.
I'm watching Asmongold play. He's 150,000 people watching him.
Oh yeah, that's Asmongold.
Today's like the first day of like the early access.
So what are you thinking about there playing there, son?
Lost Ark. It's a new MMO. It looks really cool.
Oh, well, you have fun with that. I don't do so well with momos.
I don't do so well with momos.
Mo.
Yo, Sifu is.
I want to watch you play it.
It is it's definitely a little challenging.
Yeah, I was watching it on that first and he was screaming.
Oh, Tanuki was just your phone? Okay. Alright, cool.
Well, Radio Tanuki, I'm happy to hear that it's straightened out.
Asshole gold. No damage for it.
Nick, don't make me come over there.
Give me a big old smoke.
Gonna be looking. Actually, you give me like 10 minutes. Maybe I will hook up the cap card to the PS5.
If you insist.
Yeah, I definitely do want to play more. I'm like at the end of the second level, but the last boss is hard.
Sorry to hear that, son. I wish there was more I could do for you.
Yeah, sorry, Tanuki.
What happened to Tanuki?
He's just having internet stream issues. It's like delayed and shit.
Instead of having these issues, don't.
Oh. Gasling?
Almost done, I think. Target area.
The enemy forces in
Oh,
San
thank
Francisco
God,
have been
all right.
annihilated. Nice work,
That
Mr.
only took
President.
forever.
Sure did.
All in a day's work, huh, Mr. President?
No,
Ma'am, I
we've
do
only
not
just
know if
begun.
you know what a normal, honest day's work
The
is
fight
about.
will continue. As long as the America inside my heart is still alive.
I just saw someone go live on Lost Ark on my thing. How much is it? I haven't even looked.
No.
Oh, that's a lot of money. Wait, there has to be different tiers, right?
Saving the citizen has increased your economy rating in San Francisco to 39.
Yeah, I'm sorry, Tanuki. I don't know what's going on. It's really weird. Did you just say $100?
Echoed across
Is that the
San
only
Francisco
one?
as President Wilson commenced his counteroffensive against the vice president's regime. Liberation of the city struck a chord in the hearts of the small band of patriots whose alabaster souls still believed in the freedom that Richard Hawk had stripped away. The movement
What is
had
it,
been
Chipper?
born, and it wanted Hawk to get the hell out of Dodge. The wings of justice were spreading like an eagle, and getting ready to soar. My
Mr. President, the Information
It doesn't get
Management
much more
Department
American
received
than
an
that.
email that might
No, it
interest
does not,
you.
William.
I don't understand. How was this game made in Japan and not America? How do the Japanese understand American patriotism and freedom and the American way of life better than America does? What are American game companies even doing with their lives? There should be 15 games like this, not one.
An email?
Actually,
I know, William. I know.
Play it for me.
Peter says I've been reciting the Pledge of Allegiance during this entire stream, and Tanuki says it's okay, it's a bit better now. I'm just lay sad.
Are seeking volunteers to oppose the coup d'etat forces.
Oh, Peter, that's
The sound
the
quality
patriotic
is
thing to
terrible.
do.
Could you try and contact the person who sent the email?
Sure, of course, boss.
Maybe America's faith in freedom hasn't faded just yet. And Jody,
One of the
I'm taking
reviews
back
says,
our country going from west to
this
east.
game announced at 2013. Now I'm fat and bald, but thank God finally able to play this masterpiece.
Mr. President,
Mood.
we got a message from the Information Management Department.
Oh.
Was this really
The
announced
coup
9
d'etat
years ago?
forces are making an
I'm glad
announcement on
Tanuki.
national television.
It sounds like it's a game that's
Connect me.
old. Steven says, y'all want to play Tekken maybe and give me an
Dear
excuse to
fellow
not
Americans, good evening.
edit.
This is an announcement from the Government Policy Promotion Department,
Even play
where
Lost
the
Ark with me.
password is overflowing love and daily benevolence. Today, we bring you a most unfortunate bulletin. Last evening,
Hey, that reminds me, I
the
gotta
city
download
of
more
San
VODs.
Francisco suffered extensive
now.
damage at the hand of Metal Wolf, who suddenly appeared. In addition to slaughtering unresisting citizens, this heinous terrorist took citizens hostage and made an unjust demand for the release of violent criminals and the sum of $500 million. This vicious act could easily be the worst in U.S. history.
How are they
Tanuki
gonna
said-
go and make me look like a monster like that?
Tanuki said this voice acting right now, LOL.
Metal Wolf's pilot is meaner than Satan himself.
Take that back. I'm not
And we
meaner
will
than
not
Satan.
permit him to get away with acts like this. We Americans will never yield to such evil. We Americans will obtain our own justice. Although martial law continues, my fellow Americans, please bear with our situation. To defend this lovable nation, let's lead the brave fight together. This has been an announcement from the Government Policy Promotion Department, where our motto, justice over theory, is your motto.
My God, I get a hard on every time I see that American
We've
flag.
been made public enemy number one.
I don't blame
How
you,
about
William.
seeking exile or asking for help from other nations?
No. I'm the president. I can't be the one to start a war in this country. I'll be the one to wage the war.
Mr. President.
Hey, Jody, update me on the situation in the West.
Well, it looks like we've got a couple more missions in California. We can go to Beverly Hills, Phoenix, Arizona, the Grand Canyon, or Alcatraz. I thought Alcatraz was a prison.
I only know of Azkaban.
Let's go to the Grand Canyon.
Operating out of a massive helicopter base constructed in the Grand Canyon, enemy Army helicopter
You don't get
units
more American
continue
than
to
that
oppress
view.
the American West.
That is the American West in single view, yes.
The target area terrain is sure to be confusingly fierce because the enemy army has taken over guerrilla bases from the Arizona insurrection days. Please watch your steps so you don't fall into the 1-mile-deep ravine. Use artillery with long-range firing effectively and destroy all the target areas.
It's 100, you said?
No, that was the. I couldn't find where like the tiers were. The most expensive one is 100. It's actually free to play, but if you want to get a 3-day head start, you could buy a Founders Pack. The cheapest one's $15.
Operation Arizona, blood and gunpowder smoke. Good
I'm
luck
looking at
and
reviews right now,
Godspeed,
and
Mr. President.
most people
Thank you,
are saying
darling.
it's
I
good.
appreciate the briefing.
PC Gamer gave it a 78. Digital Trends gave it a 4 out of 5. Say that's gorgeous graphics, engaging combat.
I'd be willing to try it for a few days.
It looks really good. Like the graphics are sick.
It's our MMO comeback. For those that don't know, Brian and I had a period of time when we were younger where we would just hop from MMO to MMO.
True. We should do that
Good
right now.
Lord,
with
that
Lost Ark.
sounds like a special kind of hell.
Sam, if I buy you Lost Ark, will you play it with me right now?
Buy me more. No, it's gonna be free. Nah, plus I got Sifu. I'm gonna be playing that. I got seafood.
Sounds to me like you hate Brian.
Dang. I don't, I swear. I wanna like go out and order an ice cream cone.
God, that does sound good.
Just want like a good old
I'm eating
fashioned
a
cone.
cookie brownie right now.
I could go for some dessert myself if I'm being totally honest with you.
Steven says, understandable. Have a nice day.
Oh, this is Amazon's MMO? Oh, I did not know that.
Actively
They say
avoiding
it's
it.
pretty similar. The gameplay is pretty similar to like Diablo 3.
Ooh.
It's an ARPG MMO. Like it's like an action-y one. It's pretty cool.
You're intriguing me.
You were playing it right now?
Gandhi? No, I'm not playing that tonight.
Okay, we'll play it.
Okay, well.
So, Brian.
Yes, that's me.
Anthony wanted me to ask you if you were doing anything tomorrow.
I don't believe we are.
You got work?
Other than working. I work until 5.
Well, what time you get out of work there, son?
Around 5 p.m.
All right. Well, we're thinking about actually going over to Ichiban and getting takeout sushi from there.
Take out sushi from Ichiban?
Yeah.
You're not
It's a little
doing
bit
hibachi
pricier
from
than
Ichiban?
Umanoya, but the quality's way better. And Anthony said he wanted to do something nice for his birthday.
You're not doing hibachi, you're doing sushi?
Yeah, I think we're gonna do sushi. That way Anthony can stick to that low fat thing he's doing lately.
True, I did hear about that. I mean, you can kind of still do that with hibachi, but it depends on what you get. Like, you stick to like a lot of meats. But no, I get what you're saying. I know you're hanging. I know Anthony's hanging out with his parents. What is his plan like as far as if he's getting takeout? Is he going back to his parents' house?
Well, he is planning on having dinner with his parents, but well, I think he'd like to include you.
Ooh. That would be pretty. That would be pretty poggers.
What the hell is poggers?
It means salmon in Nordic.
Poggers means salmon in Norway. Well, next time I'm in Norway, I'll definitely ask to see if I can have me an order of poggers.
Do that.
Sounds
Is that like a method of preparation, or is that just a word for salmon?
All of the above.
All of the above. So it's a special preparation, but it's also the general word for it.
Yes.
How do they differentiate?
Oh, they don't. You just assume both.
You just assume both. Okay. So if I go to a restaurant and I ask for poggers, they're gonna bring me the prepared dish. But if I go to a supermarket and I ask for poggers, they're gonna give me the raw fish.
Exactly.
You know, that's simple. It makes sense. I like that. Thank you, son. I appreciate it.
I am
look
a
at
master
that. Look
of
at that,
language.
Sam. You learned something new.
It's true.
Learn something new every day.
Well, I would like to sync up with Anthony about that and find out kind of what his plans were timing-wise and place-wise, and figure something out.
Hell yeah, flamethrower, please.
All right, let's go fuck myself.
I will have him reach out to you as soon as the
Yeah.
stream is over. Sound
Have
good?
Anthony's people talk to my people.
I'll be right back.
I miss you. They're saying Lost Ark is good.
Oh, I'm sure it's fine, son.
Trying to decide if it's worth dropping a little bit of cash on now, or waiting until it becomes free in 3 days. I like to get in while it's hot, you know?
Strike while the iron's hot. I get that.
You don't want to buy a used truck with too many miles on it, right?
No, absolutely not. Especially if it's one that hasn't been taken care of. Otherwise, you're going to get caught in that old trap where Ford means fix or repair daily. Or as my mom used to say, fucking old repaired Dodge.
There you go.
But if you take care of an F-150, you'll never need another vehicle as long as you live.
I believe it.
I'm back.
We missed.
Hey, James.
Mr. Popinski says, I'm so sleepy and I do not have the will to grade. Well, what's he grading?
James is a teacher.
Oh, a teacher, huh?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, that's interesting. What does he teach?
History.
History. All right.
Mm-hmm.
Well, William's very well versed in his American history. World history, not so much, but you could say I know a thing or two about American history.
Operate. Good luck.
Metal Wolf Chaos XD War. Hehe.
believe Brinkle says hi Yanes.
The enemy is building a military
That's the
base
real
in
way
the
to
Grand
pronounce
Canyon.
his name.
Doesn't this remind you of the Arizona insurrection?
Well, I was gonna say it
days?
looked to me more like a typo, but if
No,
that's how he
I don't remember anything.
is, William gonna call me a
Except the smell of
communist?
blood
Why
and
would I
gun
call a
smoke.
good, hardworking teacher, who's in charge of ensuring
All right,
that the youth
let's
of
rock
tomorrow,
and roll.
sorry, the youth of today and the adults of tomorrow have a solid education to
Mr.
ensure that
President,
we don't
the view
repeat the
certainly
same
is grand,
terrible
but
mistakes
stop with
that
a don't look
some of our
down
forefathers
joke, please.
may have committed. The only way we truly learn to prevent history from repeating itself is to study history and to learn to make sure that we don't repeat our mistakes. So no, if anything, I'd say that you're more of a saint than a communist.
James, you are a saint.
If the target area is using a guerrilla base to build their installation, it wouldn't be out of the question for it to be located in a place unseen to the
James
naked
won't
eye.
download seafood.
Oh, so that's where they put it. Maybe you walked right past it.
So, William,
What's up, son?
what do you like most about this game?
I think the overall theme of America is what I like most about it. I mean, at every chance they get, the dialogue of the president really speaks to me. He's a man who's very committed to his country, like all men who live in this great nation should be.
Welcome back to me.
Mr. President,
Got your
the
chicken.
fuselage damage rate is above 50%. Sitting back and enjoying the grand scenery is fine, but it's about time you got serious. Mr. President, the fuselage damage rate is over 70%.
For the third night in a row, I've had a
Mr.
cosmic
President,
brownie
the quickness in your
try to
step
get rid
seems
of them.
gone.
And I don't know how to feel
Altitude
about it.
sickness?
I'm more of a Swiss Miss kind of guy. Cosmic brownies are nostalgic, but I don't think they actually taste
Well, well, that's the only reason I bought one. I mean, I haven't had a cosmic brownie in like 10 years.
Yeah.
But I figured I saw the box on sale, so I got it. But it was nice to relive the days of debauchery. Now the box is gone, and I'm happy.
Will you ever find that some of the things that taste good when you're a kid taste horrible as an adult?
Yeah, that's right.
William Roberts
That's
and
the
figure
worst.
out if he's free for the Super Bowl yet or not.
The superb owl. Understandable, Vanessa.
I just don't understand why James thought I was going to call him a communist for being a teacher.
I don't know.
All right, we'll just ignore what I said.
Yeah,
I didn't hear
understandable,
what you
Vanessa.
said, son. What did you say?
I asked if Anthony figured out if he's free or not yet for the Super Bowl.
What day is the Super Bowl?
It is Sunday.
Sunday? Anthony says that he might have friends coming over.
No, I know
because
Anthony
they're
had
trying
mentioned
to
that
shop for a
yesterday, so I was
house.
just
We
wondering
haven't
if he was
heard
part
back
of
from
this
them
squad or
yet. So if they are
Some scientists
they
were
are
among the
coming,
POWs
then we
you
probably
rescued.
won't be
They
able
were
to
held
make it.
in the
But if
mountains
they are
to
coming,
maintain military
then
helicopters.
sorry, if they aren't coming, then we'll probably be there.
Right. Okay, let me know when you know.
I will.
when-
I'll
when
have
Anthony
him reach out to you as soon as
Right.
as soon as he knows.
Right.
I'll probably be on the road trucking.
That's true, right?
As much as I'd like to watch the #1 sporting event in American television, unfortunately, I just don't have as much free time as the average American. But somebody's got to make these deliveries, and if it isn't me, who will do it?
I've heard that it's not delivery and that it's DiGiorno, in fact.
What in Sam Hale is a DiGiorno?
DiGiorno.
What?
I don't know. I was speaking in tongues. I apologize.
He's nuts here. Tanuki says, I'm watching the Puppy Bowl that day. I mean the Tupper Bowl. I'm just gonna stare at Tupperware all day.
Okay.
Same.
Well, I'm the type of man who definitely enjoys himself some good old-fashioned Tupperware. It's useful.
While I eat a
Especially
big
when you're out on the
supper
road.
bowl. A big supper bowl.
While I eat the big supper bowl. What you having for supper there, son? Easy shit.
It's a tiny target area, huh? Almost like a bird's nest. Too bad you don't have any bird seed. I guess you'll have to give them some delicious firepower instead.
A musician was among the POWs you rescued. He was forced to perform to entertain the troops.
That doesn't sound very American. Why would you force a musician to perform? You should pay the man. He deserves to be paid.
The enemy is increasing with support troops from connecting areas. Please be careful.
Uh-oh, I think it's the
Mr.
vice
President,
president.
a fresh supply of troops is coming.
Oh, wait, no, hold on a minute.
So you're Metal Wolf, eh? Then you can die for Sir Richard.
Sir Richard? What? Has he been knighted?
Going up against jokers like this is so tiring. I'll have to ask you to leave this stage before you get hurt.
Am I really getting a
Mr.
phone call?
President! Oh, Mr. President! Mr. President!
Or I died, I guess.
Oh, thanks, chat. I did mean to say I'm eating Elden Ring.
The enemy is building a military base in the Grand
For your
Canyon.
Elden Ring
Sam, I don't
stream,
think you ever
Doesn't
finished
this
explaining
remind
to
you
me
of
what
the
Elden
Arizona
Ring was.
insurrection
huge
days?
order of onion rings and call them Elden Rings. And every time someone
Mr.
redeems
President,
500 channel
the
points, you
view
have to eat an
certainly
onion
is
ring.
grand, but stop with the don't look down jokes, please.
Honestly, and you can get like a big ShopRite sized bag, throw them in the oven. You could have like a fucking giant tray of onion rings. It would be pretty poggers. And
If the target
and every
area
time
is
the
using a
channel
metal
incentive,
base
you have to
built
eat an
in
Elden Ring.
isolation, it wouldn't be out of the
Son,
question for
what
it to
does
be
salmon
located
have
in a
anything to
place
do with
unseen
the
to
Elden
naked
Ring?
eye?
Everything.
Everything.
I support this decision.
Oh, so that's where they put it.
I guess,
Maybe
if
you walk
you
right
want to
past
have
it.
salmon with your Elden Ring, I would support that too. I love salmon.
Okay, Brian. Tanuki says kill an elder dragon and make it into rings, or an octopus and make some calamari. Tanuki says salmon the salmon run.
So, what's a salmon? Is that when a salmon's got diarrhea?
Yeah, it's the same as the chicken run, just deadlier.
Oh, I see. And, what's a chicken run?
That's a movie.
It's a movie? Is it any good? I like movies.
Alright, Brian, I'm streaming
Rate is above 50%.
seafood.
Sitting back and enjoying the grand scenery is fine. But it's about time you got serious, Mr. President. There are 3 target areas remaining.
Except it's going to be half-assed because it's only capturing OPS capture.
Mr. President, the fuselage damage rate is over 70%.
Hasn't really taken you this long to figure
Quickness in
that
your
out.
step seems gone. Have you got altitude sickness?
But the answer is you do.
A musician was among the POWs you rescued. He was forced to perform to entertain the troops.
Is it working?
Yep.
Cool.
You're in the club.
Good. Ow.
The enemy is increasing with support troops from connecting areas. Please be careful.
Are you going to stream it when William Robert's done for the night, or are you just going to play offline?
I've been debating it. I'm gonna see how I feel.
Well, here's the thing, son. I don't know how much steam I got left in me. The game's fun and everything, but it isn't such not fun. So I was thinking about maybe calling it after this level. If you want to
Mr.
stream whatever it
President,
is you
a
want to
fresh
stream, you're
supply
more
of
than
troops is
welcome to,
coming.
son.
So
I
you're
might.
Metal Wolf, eh? Then you can
Oh,
die
pretty
for
fun.
Sir Richard.
Yeah, I'm just
Sir
sleepy.
Richard? President, your damage level is at a breaking point. Just what do you think you're doing? Where has your power from the Arizona insurrection days gone?
Oh, and I died again. Alright, y'all, I think that's about all I
Mr.
got in me.
President,
This game's pretty
What
tough.
you've got to show for your Medal of Honor, Mr. President!
Well, that was fun. What do you think? Is it alright if I call it here?
Yes, sir.
William, you can do what you want, man. We appreciate you coming on.
Yeah, I appreciate y'all having me on, but I don't know, y'all. I don't know if this is the game for me. I think maybe I ought to stick to trucks.
We gotta stick to what we know best, right?
That's right. Sometimes every man comes across something that just isn't up to his tastes. But I did have fun, and I'm proud to have been able to be on your FromSoftware Marathon, and I appreciate it, and I'd be happy to do more if you all asked, and I'll look forward to the next game. Well, if that ain't a sign from the heavens above. The controller just ran out of battery. Alright, y'all. I think
Cool.
I think we're gonna go ahead and call it here. I appreciate y'all coming on out, and we're gonna go ahead and wrap it here. Sam, if you are you gonna stream or not?
Yep. When you go offline, I'm gonna take over for a little bit with some Sifu.
All right. Well, then I tip my hat to y'all. Y'all remember, it's one thing to be an American, but it takes a real American to know what's best.